Welcome back to another episode of Void City Reviews. I am Dan, and with me, as always, is
Toast.
Today we are going to be looking at a McFarlane Toys Fortnite action figure. This is The Prisoner. This is a figure we both kind of really liked and both have on our shelf.
For a game we haven't played.
Yes, although I did download it. I have downloaded it. It's on my PlayStation because some guys at work want me to check it out. We're going to start a league of people that never has time to play because we work at night and we sleep in the day, so we never actually play video games. So let's open this figure up and take a look at it. I'm excited.
All right.
Cool. Let's get to it.
Well, here he is out of the box. This is The Prisoner. He comes to us from the Fortnite video game, and he is produced by McFarlane Toys. He is a 7-inch scale action figure. That'd be 1/10 scale?
Yes.
Is it 1/10? And he looks pretty cool so far.
I impulse bought this guy because he looks so cool.
That's pretty much the same boat I was in. I had him at first for some parts. He's got a lot of really cool pieces that I have in mind for a particular custom I would like to do. And just the more I looked at the figure, the more and more I thought he's just a really cool looking character. And that's kind of where a lot of my Fortnite action figures have come from, is they just look really cool, which is partly why I don't understand why it seems like the whole point of that game is to get skins from every other property in existence and ignore itself. But they have all these cool characters in this game. I want to see a game about these guys, not about Batman and Snake Eyes and, Harley Quinn running around throwing banana peels at people or whatever you do in that game.
I guess I would maybe read a Fortnite comic because am curious about the story that throws all of these people together, but I also don't care about seeing Batman versus Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a really cool looking guy. You have him on your shelf with Hellboy.
Yes.
Really cool design. I like his crystal shoulders. He's got a lot of kind of crystals sticking out of him. Those are pretty cool. A lot of locks locking him up on his wrists, on his biceps, around his waist, some chains sculpted in there. The metal on those parts I think is painted really nice.
Yeah.
It's got some nice wear.
If we're going to start talking about paint,
we'll talk about all that stuff.
Finish spinning him around for a second. So we've got really nice paint on the chest.
I think I know where we're going with this. I just noticed it.
All of these orange lines.
It seems like he's got lava inside of him possibly coming through. Because he looks like hardened lava.
In my head, yes. But that doesn't carry over into his shoulders, which has the same deep lines, or onto his back, which I find
I just
strange.
Noticed when we spun it around and you mentioned that. Yeah, there is no orange in there.
But all of the metalwork looks fantastic.
It does.
There's a lot of care put in there.
That's probably why the paint's missing elsewhere. But there is rust on this metal. There is kind of some rust, some wear and tear on these chains. Even the locks, there's corrosion. The belt looks dirty. It really kind of helps sell that that's metal and not just plastic or vinyl. Even on his shin guards there, or his boots, whatever you call those. All very nice. But then the pants or the waist cloth, those are all just
the waist
plastic.
Is very plain, which is why I painted that for my figure. So I threw a bunch of basic washes and detailed various browns and blacks into all of this to sort of give it the same level of care that...
Especially because this is all textured.
Yes.
And when you throw in those washes, it really made this pop, and it looks like, until you hold it, it made it look like fabric. Whereas this, you can tell it just looks like molded plastic. But yours, from far away, yours on the shelf looks like it's actually a dirty cloth now. Just like this gives the illusion of, oh, that's metal, until you touch it, like, oh, no, it's not. That's plastic. So taking him off of his stand, he does come with the standard Fortnite stand. All the Fortnite figures come with this stand. They do have bigger foot peg holes than all of the other DC or just McFarlane figures in general. Those all have a smaller stand with a smaller peg hole. The Fortnite figures, for whatever reason, have this particular stand and peg size.
And 2 holes.
Yes, and 2, which is kind of nice for some of these because a lot of them are proportionally very top heavy or just weighted very strange. So that's probably why they have a bigger, more sturdy peg hole and whatnot. So pretty much a lot of your standard sort of McFarlane articulation points here.
Yeah.
The head, a little bit hard to get a lot of movement out of. just because of the neck piece around there, which just is a separate piece kind of glued down. But so that kind of, you know, up and down doesn't really go, but you know, it turns left and right. That's good. This is glued down, so that doesn't really move around, but it is a separate piece that's added on there. So that can, it's not just a sculpted on the piece. It's got your standard shoulder movements with the butterfly piece in there. He does have a swivel here at the bicep. His hands swivel. There is no wrist swivel in here. It looks like there should be, but there isn't. That's just sculpt.
Is that a different, is it not a standard McFarlane wrist joint?
No, it's in there.
Okay.
It's just covered up by this, by how far down, but it does have that standard ball wrist joint in there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this. It's in there. It does have less movement though, similar to the Captain America figure we talked about with his feet. This kind of impedes a lot of the movement. One thing I have noticed about the Fortnite figures is they all kind of have little small, I want to say like little baby hands, but their hands all seem to be a little bit small to me. This guy's hand here actually seems bigger in scale than even his other hand a little bit. I don't know if it's just because it's finger, but this looks like a bigger hand. This looks like the more standard small Fortnite hands that you see, but some of them do seem like they don't have as much movement or range of movement as some of the other McFarlane figures, but there's a lot of details in a lot of these Fortnite guys. So
I hadn't noticed that, but yes, the hands do look small.
go check some of your other ones. A lot of them do have sort of just a little, for whatever reason, all the hands seem like they're all very generic, all one little size template for whatever reason, especially because a lot of them have really cool feet. That's one thing I noticed, like he's got cool bare feet. A lot of the feet on a lot of these Fortnite figures are very nice. He has a lot of nice detail on his leg braces there. I wish the pants had a wash on them of some kind. They don't.
Yeah.
They've got the double knee, so it bends on the top and the bottom and below the knee joint. Has your standard McFarlane ball, peg, foot, and your toe bend. So you get all that movement there, and there's nothing impeding the movement. His ankle's completely open, so he's got a lot of good foot movement. It's nice. His waist spins. There's no chest bend, but his torso is all one piece, so he just bends there, swivels. This is all one giant piece in the middle. So
The hips are hindered.
yes, they are. Just because of, again, he can't do the splits like some of our other figures we've seen. But then again, he's probably not a character who would do something like that, so I don't really know why you'd have him pose
Probably
like that.
not.
So that makes sense. That's fine. Let's take a look at some of the stuff he comes with. So this guy has a lot of things that comes along with him. This one seems strange to me. He comes with this little gun here, and mine's a little bit warped out of the package, so I'll probably just dip that in some hot water, fix that, straighten it out. But it just seems a little bit weird. This big kind of lava rock shackled crystal character has this little cowboy 6-shooter gun.
It's true, but it seems like all of the Fortnite figures, regardless of the company making them, all come with a gun, and it's
It is true, but
sometimes weird.
a lot of them just come with like some kind of a big sniper rifle or a big rifle or machine gun or something. But this guy's just got this little thing. But they kind of make up for it with his other weapon, which instead of having a pickaxe like a lot of characters do, because part of Fortnite is you use your pickaxe to get supplies and stuff and then build structures to help defend yourself. This guy comes with this sort of Celtic knotwork, sort of Scottish Viking looking battle axe.
It is the best mass release axe
yeah.
I've seen.
It's got paint. It's got the leather straps are painted. The wood is painted. There's some nice wood grain in there. There is detail and weathering on the blade and on this knotwork. This is a fantastic accessory. I have 2 of these and I actually have given one to another character. This will look great with a Thor character.
For sure.
I gave one to the Merciless, the Batman character, the big blue knight.
Oh, that makes sense.
He looks good with this, but there's a lot of characters that will look awesome with this axe. So if you're looking just for a cool accessory, a lot of really nice work went into this.
Some of that silver mist.
Yeah,
sculpt.
a little bit of it missed around the top, like you can see around the edges here. You could do a little bit of cleanup work on that, but I can forgive that just because far away this looks just so...
It's so nice.
So nice. Is there something you wanted to point out?
Just like in here.
Yeah, there's another. That's a big spot where you can notice
So
it.
there.
Same with on the tops.
Here. But it's fine because this is what you see and this is glorious.
Especially just that blade.
Oh, yeah.
There's the little nick out of the blade too, like a little divot. That's really nice.
So nice.
It's a really good accessory. He also comes with a helmet here. It's got kind of a keyhole Sort of like fits with this whole prisoner vibe he's got going on the front of it. Big crystal sticking out of the back. Again, it's painted real nice. The weathered metal chain sticking out of the back. I'll put this on him. Here's what, according to the box, he is supposed to look like.
It's an interesting look, and this kind of reminds me of Hellboy 2.
It does.
It's sort of a Del Toro-esque monster.
Yes. He also comes with this backpack. Again, big keyhole on it, more chains, and all the Fortnite characters, that's another thing they all come with, is a peg in their back, a peg hole, and they all have backpacks that fit the theme of their character. So his goes on like that. So that's really nice. Another detail.
I don't know what the significance of having a giant lock on your backpack is.
I mean,
Looks cool.
some of these guys have like big pinatas for backpacks. Some of them have like lunch boxes, and some of them have like stuffed animals. So I mean, it's all good. So here he is, all kitted out with all of his accessories. He's got his gun, he's got his axe, and his mask on. So he looks like he's ready to go. He just looks like he's ready to stomp some guys, build some houses in Fortnite, whatever it is that you do.
I try not to buy figures that I have no attachment to, but this guy's awesome. If you get the chance, you should get this.
You should. You really should. It's just the design, the work put into it, the paint, the sculpt, everything about him just looks really cool. Even if you're not into Fortnite, he just looks awesome. He can fit well with many other figures.
That's the nice thing, and I think we've talked about this with Fortnite figures before, is you can slot them into other lines. This guy can be a monster for whoever you want.
Here he is with a few of his other Fortnite friends. These are just a couple other ones I thought looked cool and wanted for my shelf because they go well with each other also. This is the Plastic Patroller and Big Mouth. So there's these guys together. So you can kind of see there's some figures a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. They kind of scale all over the place. There are even some figures a little bit smaller than this, part of the same line. There's some that are bigger and bulkier, but they have a lot of really cool designs, as you can see, that kind of go across the board, across a lot of different genres. You almost get kind of a Toy Story vibe over here, and then over here you get almost like a Venom or horror movie vibe. Here you get your fantasy, Hellboy sort of, even Lord of the Rings maybe type deal going on.
Seems like a very interesting game I will never play.
Probably for the best, because you'll just get beat by 4-year-olds like I'm going to when I eventually start this.
But yeah, if I do get sniped by 4-year-olds, that's not relaxing.
No, it's not.
I can do something else with my time.
Well, we hope you liked that review of the Prisoner Fortnite figure by McFarlane Toys. I had fun looking at that guy. He's a really cool figure with a really cool design, and he's going to look really nice on my shelf, just like he looks nice on yours.
Indeed. I liked him so much, I bought him without knowing anything about the character.
That's pretty much where I've been with most of these Fortnite guys. Like we said, I've got the game, just never played it. And who knows when I'll have a chance to, or even who would play with me. Oh. Anyways, you can like and subscribe to these videos if you want to keep getting more notifications about them. Leave us some comments. Maybe let us know who your favorite Fortnite characters are. If there's any you want to see us talk about, I do have a few more. Until next time, thanks for watching. I am Dan.
I'm Toast.
This is Void City Reviews, and we will see you later.